Welcome here to the major semi-final game here at Barcall. We'll see Longreach have kicked off. Barcall have come up in the error straight away, but Longreach have since lost it as well. So after a bit of a settling couple of minutes, we see Barcall take it away. They work it away through. Young Bleach up the middle he goes, down towards the halfway line. Taking with a Righto, we've just seen Barcall score the first try. In the corner it was to young Grasshopper Hayward. Flew into the corner. And we see the restart now. Comes down to young Scotty Cowan, across field he goes, gets over the 20-metre mark, taken by the Longreach defence, and young the halfback for Longreach is Davies. He'll play it back. Power gets a run and out, goes to no one. Picked up by Billy Bond here, playing halfback today. Scoots wide of the fence here, comes to the winger and taking the ground, a good tackle. Over the side there was Ivers it was. He's lost the pill. So he's come up with an error about 30 metres out from the Barcall line. Not a bad crowd building here at the stadium. And the Great Eastern Bar there. Over the far side of the ground we see a scrum go down. Put in by Longreach, pushed back, taken by Longreach out by Davies, gets the way to run around by the little winger and the Ivers. He's taken the ground. Held up well there by young Bleach. Come across field there, taken by Coveney up in the line defence there, good tackle. Longreach swing it back the open side. He picks up a runner and he's locking on. A big hit there by Walton, Balson, and Mervyn Cullen, I should say, Rogers, sorry, it was. It was Lawrence, it was, that took the ball. Now comes the little winger. Tries to get around Big Stick Crawley. Big Stick drags him towards touching, puts him in the touch. Good defence there by Big Stick Crawley. With a bit of assistance there by Dave Perry was there to help him wrap him up. We'll see another scrum go down about 22, 23 metres out from the Barcall line. Barcall's feed here, put in by Bond, taken away by Billy Bond, picks up a Coveney, the fullback into the line, takes it across field there, settles it down. Schrager dummy half, looks for runners here. Quick play the ball they want. Back it comes to Dave Perry, away he goes the big fella, big long stride on him, spins around the tackle, still going, and wrapped up there by the centre and Robertson it was. Back it comes now to Power. Power goes away from dummy half, tries to get around the big fella, gets away from one or two, still going Johnny Power. He's had a big year, this fella. And takes 2 or 3 tackles into the Longreach territory. Wrapped up there well by the Longreach hooker and young Butter was. Back it comes across field now to Coveney. He's got support, cuts back inside and wrapped up by the old fossil there, Noddy Hart. Old Nod's got a limp up, has she? She'll be lurking at the end of the game. Across the back line it comes there. Rogers gone without a little knock on. No advantage played there to Longreach, so we'll see a scrum go down. And they seem to have a good back line set there. So 4 points to 0 with about 3 minutes gone in this first half. Another scrum to go down about probably midway between the half and the quarter line. Longreach at the end of the ground. Put in by Longreach, taken away by the halfback. Davies it is, gets away. Picks up runners there, round the blind side. Can't pick that player for Longreach, taken well by Dave Perry. Away goes the centre there, and ducks centre one there. Big Craig there, missed one.
Just whack that on you.
Alrighty. Thanks, mate. Well, we'll see. No, mate, I can't really tell, mate. We'll see Longreach swinging away across the open side there. Wrapped up well on the fence, and Billy Bond and young Bleach there wrap him up. Ballard there, I see playing reserve grade today. Obviously, Longreach have some changes in the A grade. And they'll need him too. Knock backwards, the referee said play on. And he's wrapped up. I think a young shorty was, and Dave Perry. Ballard says, I gave a touch. Trying to find touch there, it's come off the Barkey player. Picked up by Coveney, he runs it away from his own line. Ballard the chaser and gets through the middle there, over the 20-metre line, taken by Ballard the kicker. A good chase from his own kick. Crawley a dummy half will go on his own. He'll make another 10 metres here, and a good run by Crawley, still going. Gets away from 1 or 2, sets a pass about the back to young Bannon. Let this fella give him half a metre and he'll take 200. Wrapped up by the veteran, Noddy Hart. Back here comes Eddie the Eagle. Down the middle goes Ed. Still going. Eddie Butcher. Ducks into 1 or 2 and takes a tackle up towards the halfway line. set themselves here. What do they got there? Crossfield comes to the backs. Billy Bond works the crossfield. Dave Perry in the lineup. He's got support outside and Caveney. We've got a bit of an overlap out wide and Caveney claps on the pace. He's got the break here. He's come back inside. Taken from behind by the wing of the... Gets a pass away to Perry. Away goes Dave Perry down the middle of the ruck. He's still going. Oh, dives the line, but has he got it down? I don't think he has. About a metre short. Play it back now. Comes out to Nolan. Oh, they must score right here. Caveney's on his own. Oh, and he's taking the ground. I think that'll be a handover. Well, they had numbers here to the right. Why they want to go to the blind side. Anyway, Longreach working away. Through their big prop there, I can't pick him up. Down the middle comes another Longreach runner. Little lock forward it is, Lawrence I think it is. Gains valuable metres, taken about 20 metres out from his own line. They're trying to get out of their own 20 metre mark. And good defence here for Barcaldine. Eddie the Eagle and Shraggy underneath. Ballard says we'll get it out of here, and Crossfield goes a nice looking kick too. Drives it deep downtown and running back for this young, the young grasshopper Hayward there, picks her up. Comes across field, tries it, gets around his man there, still going. Comes to the next line of fence, steps around and taken well low there. The referee says that'll leave me for hell. He plays it back to Power. Power goes to blind side. Gets away from one. Still going with Johnny Power. Very elusive runner. This fella still going. Slips a pass at the back to no one. Oh, knocked on there. The boys are pushing that football around a bit early, Jerry, I think. The old settlers, mate. Couple of settlers and then spin it wide. But, mate, she's semi-final football. Johnny Power, the injured player. Some concern change for him. And then Phil Edge in the senior back. Oh, I didn't think it was working, mate. Actually, it's not too bad because she's blocking out a bit of... Well, we see some concern change here for Johnny Power. Take a bit to knock this fella about. Been easily one of Barcaldine's very consistent forwards for the year. In both reserve grade and A grade. A few stints he's had on there. And we'll see a scrum go down. The Fossils down, Noddy's down. That magic spray to get the old Nod going. Anyway, I see a scrum go down. Put in by Longreach. Taken away by the halfback. Works across field. Ballard. Little run around there with his centre. Tries to run across field and Perry comes it in. Drives into ground. Right on the halfway line. A good tackle by Dave Perry. Lost ground on that occasion. Away it comes down to the big front row, the big second row. Crosley, I think it is. No, sorry, Holman it was. Down the blind side they come. The little tank fella. Little tank, number 11, ducks under one there. What's he going to do here? He's called up Paulie Walsh. We'll see a penalty go to Longreach here. Paulie Walsh guilty of a high swinging arm there. Picked the biggest fella to run into young Frankie. All said going to touch right on the 20 metre line. Barcaldine here under some pressure here to defend. Back it comes now, comes across to the second row. Number 12 along, which is Roberts, who takes it up towards the straightens the ruck. Taken well by Billy Bond and Cave. Run across the big fella, Frankie. Frankie tries to motor through him and can't get through the defence there. Held up by Perry and Cave. They'll work it across the open side. Noddy Hart, the veteran. Look at the old Fossil wants the ball. Gets it out wide here. There's a bit of a problem here. He's crashed over out wide, I think. Number 3 for Longreach is Robertson. Has scored out wide. A bit thin there wide, the Barkey boys, and a couple of errors. They've let them down. So 4-4 with the kick to come and about 8 minutes gone in this first half. So it's Davies just to attempt the shot at goal. Yeah, a bit thin wide. And the shot at goal there, and wide across the face of goal it goes. So unsuccessful and 4 points all. 10 minutes gone in this first half. And we'd like to thank the sponsors, Daryl and Mary O'Donnell, the Union Hotel, the Globe Hotel. Who else we got, mate? Stories Foodland. Jerry, what else we got? Eric and the roll. Hey, Jack. And the Rogers is to restart here. Drives it deep down 10. Oh, it's going to go dead. And a bad mistake there for Longreach. They'll let it go dead. They'll see a goal line drop out here. Never attempted to keep that ball. That's not a bad move. That if you can keep that, kick that ball deep, kick it dead. Barkle on a big chance here to put Longreach under a bit of pressure and bounce right back to it. They drive it down, deep down, taken by Paul Walsh. Well, takes it back towards that 20-metre line. On the attack, Barkle in there. Walsh with a good run there, still going. Longreach relentless to go for the legs there. Standing back, letting them run. And that's not going to help them. Play it back now to Eddie the Eagle. Eddie said, I'll have it there. Goes through one, tackled, gets a pass back. That's Shrag it is. Shrag ducks under a high one. Nummy half here, who is it? Walsh it is. Gets a runner in, here comes Big Mervyn. He has to wait for the pill. Picked up by Johnny Power. Johnny Power should have been there, mate. I think he's the hooker, isn't he? Knock back, should be back to first, sir, and it has, the referee said. Back to first it is. They've still got Longreach under pressure here. Mervyn, dummy half. Big Mervyn Cullen there, gains a few more metres, wrapped up about 10 metres out from the Longreach line. Dummy half here, gets it back here to Big Craig Rogers, picks a pass with Eddie the Eagle. No, he doesn't pass at all. Hangs on at Rogers and takes the tackle. He'll be about 5 metres out. Out the back line there screaming, give the backs a bit of a run with this pill. Shrag says, I'll go on my own. Oh, he's lost it backwards. Oh, it's come up, Barkle will come up with it. What's he rule there? What's he rule's going forward? Double knock on with the Longreach feed, but look at it. And Shraggy, they got white line fever, mate. We've got a few juniors that got that white line fever. They will not pass that pill. Put in by Davies, taken away. No, he's gone without it. Knocked back to the referee said. Taken well by Billy Bond. And Eddie the Eagle it was that broke away from that tackle. Come away now, I can't pick that play for Longreach. Takes the tackle and it's Eddie the Eagle underneath again. Oh, they've made a move of it down there. Luckily, has it gone forward? The referee said yes, we'll have a scrum go down. So it'll be a 10 out and 10 in from touch. We'll see a scrum go down the far side of the ground. The hospital end.
No, that's right. If they're coming on the TV, it should be right.
Put in there, taken away by Barkle. Oh, Longreach, sorry. And Frankie it was that come up with the ball from the scrum the second row. Got out there very quick. Little run here made away, taken away by Longreach. Gets under 1 or 2, still going. Out wide it comes to the little winger, back inside, picks up a run and Longreach throw the ball around there. Good low tackle there. Dave Robertson did. Dave Perry, I should say. Wraps him up. Back it comes to Frankie. Says, I'll take the run, and Johnny Power says, down you go, and a good tackle. Longreach here trying to get it wide here, trying to get a runner in. The big prop comes down the middle. He's copped a bit too, the big fella, and driven back was a good tackle there. Holman it was. What have we done here? Another bit of addition to tackle here. Bit of frustration creeping in. What's he done here now? He's called out the skipper. And he's laid it down here to Bloodbin it is for Shrag. Got a busted mouth there. Anyway, we see Longreach with a penalty. Well, the swinging arm. And the front rower, Holman said, I'll kick for touch. Longreach with a chance to go on the attack here now. But the hooker gets it a pass away, Butt gets it away to the runner and Roberts it is. And it takes a tackle. Good ball in all defence there. Mervyn Cullen underneath the next, and a good low tackle it was too by Mervyn Cullen there. Longreach held in the centre field. Gets across field to Ballard. Ballard looks for his runners out wide, and Big Robertson out wide. Just jogging up to it there, mate. Very slow in the attack. And he's supposed to be a centre. They work it through young Ivers. The winger comes across field and taken it and finished off well there. Now Paulie Walsh from Kay there bringing the ground. There comes a little winger, says I'll have a run and get us out of here, and slung the ground. Little number 2 for Longreach is Ivers. Back it comes to Davies. Another little chip over the top. Where's he going to go? Go to no one. Picked up by Ballard. Ballard for the corner. He'll score. Yeah, Gary Ballard scored the try for Longreach. 8 points to 4 with a kick to come. Very thin out wide, these fellas. Little chip and chase here for Gary Ballard. A bit of experience there. They let him run with it. Yeah, a couple of bad misses there. Obviously, the man should have been taken with the ball before he even got that kick in. So it's Davies just along this kick up. Attempt a shot at goal. This to make it 10-4 with about 15-16 minutes gone in this first half. Did someone yell at Chewy on your boot then, mate? I've missed it. She's waved away and across the face of goal. So young Davies misses the attempted goal. And Hewlett said we'll bring it back to halfway for the restart. And AJ, a couple of magic patience in that bag of his. Just a couple of basic errors, mate, let them down, Tavo. Other than that, they're playing pretty smart football, mate. A couple of silly mistakes. They're going to kick this deep again, and Roger says we'll drive it down. Oh, it could be a knock-on, isn't it? No, it's come off his head. And the referee says play on, and away goes young Frankie there, drives it up. Taking the ground, the big fella. Good tackle there by young Johnny Pear. Longreach a bit bunched in the centre of the ruck, trying to get away from it. Oh, gets a pass away, and the referee didn't call held at all. Slung the ground there by Mervyn Cullen. They'll work it across field. Now it comes to Shorty Davies. Out the big Noddy Hard, the veteran. Oh, into the cricket pitch for Nod. Get that jersey dirty, Nod. Davies says, where's me runners? I want another one. They're working well off Davies here at the moment. They've got to take him out of the play, mate. Surely, sooner or later, someone's got to realise that Davies only there for one reason, to set up their rucks. Here he goes again. This time he said, I'll kick it. Oh, it's skewed off the side of the boot, and a shocker. It's gone out in the full. And not a bad hit too. Put the ground as he was kicking that ball. So I will see a scrum go down, probably just inside Longreach territory, on the far side of the ground. Yeah, he's dragging off the field. Taken away by Billy Bond. He'll go on his own, young Bill, the halfback. Down the middle he goes, the cricket pitch. Takes a tackle. Plays it back now. Comes across to Johnny Power. Runs across field, gets around 1 or 2 and taken from behind. Ridden the ground by the little halfback and Davey. Away goes Dave Perry now. Down the centre of the ruck he goes, the big fella, and gains valuable metres up to the 20 metre mark. Taken well in the Longreach defence in the big front rower. Johnny Power says, I'll work at Dave inside. Back to Eddie the Eagle. Away goes Eddie, trying to get through the ruck there. That takes a tackle. A good tackle too was dummy half now. Walsh says, give it to me to Power. Power across field to big Craig Rogers. They got numbers out wide here against Rose, and no one throws it. Oh, the young fella's gone without it. Young Shorty said, I won't have a scrum, I'll give it to him. And Noddy Hart, the fossil, says, give it to me, I'll ruck it out of here, and driven backwards. Tap forward, no one's marking him. The old head on the shoulders there. Caught Barcode unawares. Taken well from behind. Back it comes now. I can't pick that Longreach by out, but Craig Rogers said you'll go to the ground and take in the ground. Crossfield, I guess, Longreach trying to work it forward to their forwards and taking the ground. What's he ruled there? What's he done this time? Another high tackle. Well, Longreach will win this game on penalties alone if they keep this up. Want to curb the aggression and put it into defence. The big second row, I said, I'll find touch. No, he doesn't find touch. A great take by young Grasshopper. Hayward away he goes, young short. Crossfield he comes. Gets away. Oh, he slipped on the cricket. It's still going. Still going, the little fellow. Great run there for the little winger. Gains valuable metres. Dummy half power says, give us it all. He gets to young Scotty Cow and it gains valuable metres there. Takes it well into Longreach territory. A good Longreach defence there. Jolting tackle there. Has knocked the ball out of him. Young Roberts it was to put the tackle on Paulie Walsh there. Obviously it was a shocking pass out round his ears. The basing mistakes let them down here at the moment. Crossfield comes now. The second round. Says I'll have it again. Give it there to Robertson out wide, the big long fella. Trying to get round his man, gets around him there, claps on the pace, the big fella, coming behind the Billy. Oh, it's got over the shoulder, the winger. The little winger there, Rutherford, has lost the pill. Now we'll see a scrum go down with a Barcode and feed. So Ballard using every opportunity to give his backs a bit of the ball. Something that Barcode could take a bit of note of. No, I don't think young Bannon's seen the clear ball yet. They give that fella a bit of space and they won't catch him. Put him by Barcode and taken away. Referee says play on. Bond on the ball there. Eddie the Eagle from dummy half and away he goes and a good run too. Down the middle goes Eddie the Eagle. Tries to get away from Ballard. Ballard hangs on him. Picked up by Shrag. Back on the floor now. Comes across field. Still going Shrag. And about 30 odd metres out. Probably 40 metres out from his own line. Back it comes to Craig Rogers. Oh, falls over the top of the littlest fella in the field. And make him look a good defender. Back it comes out of young Paulie Walsh down the middle he goes. Gains valuable metres up towards the halfway line. Just in Longreach territory. He'll play back to John Power. Crossfield it comes. Cut out pass. It's gone to no one. Picked up by Dave Perry. Dave Perry runs across field there. Still going the big long fella. Tries to duck under the tackle and take him from behind. And across field they come again. Billy Bonds as well. Kick it across field. And it's straight to Robertson. Not a bad blue that. Away goes the big long fella. Tries to get round the defence. Gets round one or two. Still going. And takes the tackle. Very slow to get to his feet here. Trying to get up there. He plays it back to Frankie. The big, the little solid fella there. Takes a tackle of Paul Walsh and Kay. Crossfield they go. Ballard says, I'll look for runners again. Gets it back to Roberts, the second row. He's in everything this break, this young Roberts. Good tackle there by Cowan. Crossfield they go for Ballard. Looks for runners there. Spots old Noddy Hart, the Fossil. The Fossil's got the ball. She's taken well by the Barcode defence. Back to Ballard. Ballard said, where we go on the cricket pitch? We'll have a slide. We'll have a goose step. Longreach there at 6 and 7. Not real organised. And the crossfield it goes. It'll skew off the boot and go into touch. So I'll see a scrum go down about 20 metres out from the Barcode line. So 8 points to 4 it is with about 22 minutes gone in the first half. Anyone's game this game, mate. How do you see it, Jerry? Yeah, I'd like to see this young Banner get a bit more fill. Anyway, you see a scrum go down. Put in by Bond, taken away by Barcode. Little halfback runs it over his 20 metre line. Takes it into the Longreach defence here. Back it comes the back line. Straight goes on his own. Why he won't pass it this fella, I'll never know. They'll work it at the open side again. Hey, back the blind side. Big Craig Rogers says, I'll have it down the middle. The big fella goes, oh, and a good run too, the big fella. This is what you like. Back to Eddie the Eagle. Eddie the Eagle's clapped on the pace. Have a look at this. Oh, he comes to the fullback. Oh, great tackle by him, Lashford. Great tackle there. He'll get up and play it back now. They work down the middle goes Johnny Power. He's got an opening, gets around one or two. Still going Power. Looks to support. And hangs onto the ball there. Takes a tackle. So Barcode on the attack here. And a great run there, boy. Eddie the Eagle. They work the blind side. Big Craig Rogers says, where are you? Oh, knocked down by the Longreach. Desperate defence from Naughty Hart there. Ballard, sorry. He could see what was on there and took the pill out of play. Yeah, Big Craig could have tried other things, but anyway, they'll still come up with a pill here, hopefully. Well, the scrum go down about 10 metres out. 10 in from touch. And on the big chance to go on the attack here again, the hit back. Yeah, a bit of a shuffle in the back line, but anyway, Bond says, I'll go my own. A little halfback still going. God, he must have been close there. Only metres out. Right at the far corner of the ground. Power says, where's me runner? He's got Scotty Cowan wide. Away goes Scotty Cowan, hard for the line there. A good 80-minute player, this fella. Taken well by Frankie. He'll play it back now to Strag. Strag gets it away to big Dave Perry. Tries to go over his man, then taking the ground. Good defence for Longreach. Dummy half is Strag. He's got men out wide here. And he'll go on his own. He scored, I think, has he? No, he lost the ball. And Frankie will come up with it. Well, this Strag will not pass the ball, mate. He's got white line fever, I think. Anyway, Longreach working away from their own line and driven back by young Bannon. Great defence there. Keeping them pinned in their own 10-metre line. Trying to get it away from their own line. Longreach working away across field. Little runner there, finds a runner out wide, and Big Robinson. Big stick Crawley says, there you go. Oh, he just where it goes in the touch there. Great defence bomb, big stick. Crossfield they come there. And, oh, the referee's caught them all offside. Well, surely they could have looked around and watched where the referee was. They usually camp somewhere between 9 and 11 metres. So let the pressure off here for Longreach. And we'll see the second row and Roberts here. No, not Roberts, the front row. Holman is drive for touch. And finds it just inside Barcaldine territory, about 8 or so metres, 5 or so metres. The tap restart on the little hooker butt, gets it across his second row and Roberts. Oh, hits another good defence. Good whack there from Cullen, who finishes him off. He doesn't mind the hit-ups, this Roberts. He's having a blind for Longreach anyway. Back it comes for Ballard. Ballard looks for Frankie. The little tubby fella there in the middle. Oh, Roberts, he says, come in, down you go. He doesn't mind hit. I've gone off again, mate. At 1 or 2. And takes a little winger into play and held up. Ridderford's held up there and thrown to ground. Yeah, mate, by Dave Perry it was. They'll work it back. Ballard looks for runners. Runs the open side. Oh, they've gone without it. And it'll be picked up for Barcaldine, will it be? No, he's ruled him. That has gone forward. So we'll see a scrum go down. The first pass was floated forward. And Sergeant Hill said, we'll have a scrum. AJ working overtime here. There's Ian Buck. As long as he keeps him away from Naughty Hart, he might want to pull off a couple of tackles on him or something. They've sent him back off. He's not needed. Put in by Bond. But taken away by Billy Bond from the scrum. Comes at his man, tries to go around and gains 10 or 15 metres to the centre of the field. Where's our back line? Johnny Powell says, I'll go to the blind side. Well, it's too easy picking them off down the middle here, mate. They're running one out. And held up by the Longreach defence. Oh, into the slushy. The only pool of water in the field, and Powers, he's found her. Back to Strag. Comes to Big Craig Rogers. Down the middle goes the big prop. Jumped on from behind. Picked up well. Young Scotty Cowan backing him up. Good support play. Slows a pass at the back to Strag. Strag knocks it back. Knock back, says the referee. They've lost ground but lost nothing else. Billy Bond here, dummy half, says I'll go on my own. And he doesn't mind they run down the middle. Straightens the attack again. Where's their back line this time? Oh, if they get that ball from Strag, he's off to cut it off his hands, mate. Big Craig Rogers is on him again. A good run. The big fella down the middle he goes. Slips a pass in the back to Strag. They've got overlap this time. Bannon claps on the pace. Gets around. Oh, Naughty Hart. No, couldn't catch him. Oh, Bannon goes over the top. A good tackle there from Lashford again. Maybe lost without this young Lashford playing fullback. Not to be confused with Barcaldine's Bashford. Back it comes out of Dave Perry. Crossfield they go, slipped it out the back. Oh, young Johnny Powell's got support. There goes Coveney. For the line, there's his score. No, he's taken well. It could be a handover, I think. Young Lashford, the fullback. Maybe lost without this break. Well, they wrap him up in cotton wool, this little fullback. So I see a handover and Longreach come away with it. Longreach, Barker will do well to look for this referee here. Playing the big 10 metres. Opened the game right up anyway. Good tackle underneath. Paulie Walter was. Taken well, finished off by John Power. Longreach with a big prop and oh, he's lost the ball. Good drive and tackle from Cullen. Barcald's got it there. Play on, says the referee. Knock backwards. Dummy half, Billy Bond. He's used the blind side. What do you want to go to the blind side? I'll never know, mate. There's a 50 metres of field on the other side. Working across field now. Johnny Powers gives it here. Tries to straighten the ruck and takes a tackle. The old fossil, naughty hard, wraps him up. Where's our back line there screaming? Shrag does a run around with the big fella. Looks for support out wide, gives it to Perry. Perry takes a pass back to Shrag. Goal on the ground, going backwards to the referee. Fifth and last to the referee. Comes across field. Eddie Eagle says, what do I do with it here? Flicks a pass at the back, it's gone to no one. What'll he play? It'll be a handover. So Longreach will play the ball. Where it's landed. Robertson it is, comes up, plays the ball. Away from the middle goes he. I can't see that player for Longreach, sorry. He's taken well anyway by Power and Co. Across to young Frankie, the big fella. Taken well by Paul Walls underneath. A good defence, good tackle. Ballard says, I'll go in the middle. Thinks he's a front row, the big fella. Way goes to work the blind side. Picked up the fossil, mighty hard. Here goes the old veteran. Well, they're keen to get in the big fella. Roger says, come here. He resent the tackle there, Nod. She's got a bit old, mate. She's got a bit old in the teeth. Well, has she got any teeth left? The referee's not happy with that. He's called him across. And now he's hitting him in the jaw with the teeth, mate. He's got no teeth. Is he the only front row wearing a mouth guard that hasn't got any teeth? Anyway, penalty to Longreach.
Here comes Sanchez.
And here we see Longreach take it away through Roberts. He's done the tower work this for the second row. Run across field, missed by the Barky defence, taken by Billy Bond underneath. A good tackle it was. Here comes Frankie. Well, that's a forward pass if ever I saw one. And Frankie makes valuable metres in towards the try line. Ballards looks for a runner there. Up the old fossil arm nod says, where's the try line? I can't see it. Get me glasses. He's about 5 metres out.
Here comes Bundy.
Well, here comes the big front row. Another cut out pass to the big Roberts. Big Roberts goes for the try line. Can't score. Held up well by Mervyn Cullen, Kay. Ballard will go on his own there. Watch the dummy half. I was watching anyone. Crossfield they go. I can't pick that player, but oh, good defence there. Slipped out the back. Ballard still trying to throw it round Longreach. Good defence there. Barker will drive him back. Bannon and Co. it is. Put him to ground. Longreach fifth and last. The way goes the little centre trying to get through there and held up. Ball and all. Great defence and driven it a touch. So the Red 6 survived well there. Yeah, it's a handover. He's ruled that. Anyway, Billy Bond it is will take to play the ball. By Johnny Power, the dummy half, gets it back to Scotty Cowan. Young Paulie Walls. Gains 10 or so metres and a good run out towards the 20-metre line. Where's another forward they're saying? Away goes Johnny Power, says I'll gain a few metres. He doesn't do too badly either. Gets it away, the little winger. And driven backwards, throws a pass inside the no one. Who's it going to? Pick it up, they're saying. Who fell on that Eddie the Eagle, I think it was, mate. Eddie Bleacher comes up with it. Get us out of here, they're saying. Where's me runner? Referee says play on. No, it's a knock on, I think. Little knock on. It was a knock on too. A good rolling too. Ballet wants to argue with the referee, mate. You'll go well to listen to what he says, otherwise you'll end up on the bench, mate. We'll see a scrum go down. About 20 metres out. Bond comes away with it. Young Bill. Sideliners there flagging. Longreach backs all offside. And we see Shrag come away with it now. Down the middle he goes. He will not pass the ball to the outside backs, this fella. I don't know what's wrong with him, Jerry. Cut his hands off there, then. Oh, Eddie slipped over there. She's about 30 metres out from the Barky line. Where's our forwards they're singing out? Big Craig Rogers down the middle comes the big fella. Tries to get around and take him well underneath. A good tackle by the little hooker and Butter was. Billy Bond said, I'll go across field. Runs it at Ballard and Co. They take him to ground right in the halfway line. Fifth and last. Downtown, surely this is on this time. Gets it back to Shrag. Shrag said, I'll dummy around you and kicks it to cross field there. Straight down the centre of the field virtually. And young Lashford mops up here. He's had a good game for Longreach so far, this little fullback. And great tackle too. Good chase from Crawley. Crossfield comes now. I can't pick this Longreach player, but he runs across field. The young winger it is. Number 5 is Rutherford. Taken well by Dave Perry and Billy Bond. Way goes to young Frank. Slipped a pass back. Oh, he's gone without it. Knock forward. Barker will come up of the tree. Bannon it is. It's dived on the loose, Bill. Get back your 10 metres, the referee. Back it comes the little winger. What's he doing with it? I thought they would be best served having the forward hit it in there, Jerry. Here's how organisation breaking down, but anyway, Scotty Cowan goes, Paulie Walsh goes down the middle. To pick these two fellas. Where's our backs? They want the ball. Back to Mervyn Cullen. Oh, they read that like a book. Get the ball out wide, they're screaming for it. Back it comes to Cowan. Gets a long pass out to Rogers. Rogers comes to the fence here. Looks to get a pass outside. The big stick, Crawley, the big flying winger. And he stayed in too. Great work there by Crawley. Good defence for Longreach. Right comes across field. Out to Rogers. Fires a big one to Perry. Dave Perry slips a pass at the back to Cullen. Out to Johnny Pound here. They've got support out wide. Eddie Eagle gets his little winger from the corner. He's dived in. I think he scored. He scored a try again. And a little grasshopper scored again. Quick hands across the back line. Well, that's what you've got to do, is mate, throw that ball around. Young Darren Hayward has scored the try, so it brings it up to 8-all with about 5 minutes till half time. Still anyone's game, Jerry. What do you reckon? The boys and put it together?
Yeah, mate, yeah. I think just got to use a ball like that. I think that's where I'll get them. Use it out wide.
Yeah, they seem to put the rucks together a bit better there, mate. Hang on to the possession.
Yeah, they got a bit organised there. They forward to taking up the middle and they haven't had turns, so it's good.
Yeah, maybe, mate. That first 20 minutes was all nerves, but we'd like to see them going with it in the second half. So 8-all with a kick to come. Johnny Powder line this kick up. Both these sides have played pretty consistently throughout the year. And one side here they've been through to the grand final. The big prelude to the big event of the day. The senior Sangha winners will take on the senior Tigers. Not a bad crowd in, mate. For a major semi.
Yeah, good one. Good crowd here. More coming too, mate.
Where's the Jack stand, mate? Is it pretty full over there? No, she's... Anyway, across field it goes. Unsuccessful, but... so 8 points all. With about 3 minutes to go it is. A couple of big boilos made in the Sydney comp. See Canberra getting the thrashing yesterday, Jerry?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Played like dogs.
Yeah. Played like the Bulldogs. Yeah, let the Saints in, mate. False pretences, mate, I can assure you. They've already sent the hitman up to get hold of Renouf, mate, so trying to snuff Broncos' chances out. Anyway, we see the restart. Longreach to restart here, driven downtown by little halfback Davies. Taken by Scotty Cowan, across field he goes, works up towards the 20-metre mark. Tries to get round 1 or 2, and a good defence there for Longreach. Taken well underneath. Little lock forward for Longreach and Lawrence. Way it comes across field, Paulie Walsh there. Gets around 1 or 2, still going. Taken from behind by Lawrence and brought it to ground. He'll play it back to John Power. Back it comes now to Dave Perry. Down the blind side he goes. Gets around Robertson. Still going Perry. And the little fella's got a stride on him. He comes a little Ashford. Ashford will be having nightmares tonight. Oh, great take too by Ashford. Knocked him off balance. He'll be having nightmares for a fortnight, this Ashford. Now on a great try-saving tackle again. Away goes Cone. He's hitting Owen today. Him. Still going. And takes a tackle. 5th and last at the referee. Play back there. Right on the attack mark, all near crossfield. They come across field. They're singing out. Shrag puts it on the toe. He's racing through. Oh, he never got a hand to it. Has he got a hand to it? No, knocked on in goal. I think he's ruled. Knocked on in goal. So we'll see a drop out from under the stick. Knocked forward in goal. So he just about got a hand on it. Well, mate, they nearly did it, mate. It would have been handy and will be handy, mate. Still a big chance here. We've got about a minute and a half to go. man down there. Not that young Lashford, mate. All them barky fellas will be hoping like hell it was. No, he's having a mighty game, that bloke. They're only still in the game because of him. Yeah, well, that's right. He saved a certain 3 anyway that I know. Well, we see a goal line drop out here. Longreach with the reserve come on, number 16, as Cross it is. And he's no campaigner for Longreach, this fella. Longreach supporters starting to get a bit fired up down there. Anyway, a drop out from under the sticks, kicks it down field there. Corley takes it well, brings it back towards the 20-metre mark, gains a few metres and taken by the Longreach defence. So they've only got about less than a minute to go, mate, in the Lions seconds of this first half. Longreach across for back on the cross for 3, Scotty Cowan. And good defence there by the lock forward in Lawrence. There goes the heat of half time. Paulie Wells says, I'll take it sideways, and it's gone forward. And the referee will blow it up for half time, so 8-all. And with plenty of pressure being exerted, mate, in that last couple of minutes of that first half. Jerry, how'd you see us over?
Yeah, pretty close anyway in the game. I think we got to get the ball out the back line a bit, Geshy, I think.
Yeah,
get
right.
it out wide.
Well, I'd like to see that.
I've only seen it once.
Well, Brennan and young Dave Perry, mate, could do well to be served a bit more cleaner ball, that's for sure, mate. The referee here to start the second half. 8-all still. Scores locked at 8-all. And Rogers is to restart for Barkhorn. He drives it downtown. Straight into Frankie. And takes it well in his own line. Runs it up from the own 20-metre mark. Gets away from the fence and Merv Cullen comes at him and drives in the ground. About 20-odd metres out from his own line. Dummy half here. But it is. Cross to looking for runners here. He's got Cross in the action straight away. The replacement player taken well underneath by Scotty Cowan. Wade comes to the front row and Holman, takes a tackle here. Scotty Cowan again, the defensive player. I've lost you, mate. Back it comes across field now. Half back there looks for a runner, then Roberts is back on the field, is he? He's still going, this fella. Taken well by Shrag. Across field they come now. Ballard says we'll play it down in their half. It's no use playing it here. Take it. Oh, knocked back by Young Short. Knocked backward, says the referee. Tries to get around his man. Taken well by the Longreach defence, and they throw him to ground. Ballard there throws himself all over him. He'll play it back now. Wade comes now to Eddie Eagle. Down the middle goes this fella. He only knows one way. And taken well. Wrapped up ball and all by the front row and Holman. Back it comes now to Cody, the fullback, so they'll have a run for the forward. Goes in the middle, he won't get far there, and they hold him up there. Referee says that'll do. Here comes big Craig Rogers. Down the middle comes the big fella. On the burst. Looks as the forward. Fires the pass at the Shrag. He's got support there. Let the ball go there, screaming out. And will not pass it, mate. Cut his arms off there, singing out. Walter dummy half. Gets it to Scotty Cowan. He's through him. He's got through Scotty Cowan. He's still going. Oh, great defence by Lashford again. This Lashford, they be having nightmares. Oh, out wide to Powell score. Well, good support play there. A good run there by Scott Cowan. So in the first 10 minutes, mate, they've hit back. Hey, top pass there from the dummy half. Big Craig there fired out. Big Craig fired the pass there to John Powell wide. He saw the opening there. Bit of experience from the big fella. And they be lost with this young Lashford, mate. What would they do without him? They'd have to frame him, mate. Pulled off some try savers. If he leaves the field, mate, that's the end of him. Showing some young Lashford there. Young Lashford there's on the laid out. Probably more from Buddy pulling off the big tackle than from anything else. Yeah, mate, it's not a bad crowd building here for the main event. It's a shame there's no juniors, mate. Preceding this, you would have had a sellout, I reckon. Be no room. It's a big shame, mate, that the juniors can't be put on the same day. I don't know why. Shrag here moves in, strikes it pretty well. It's curved around, it's coming back, it's there. A great kick from young Shrag. So from the sideline, and the perfect kick there, straight over the dot. So 14 points to 8. And about 4 minutes gone in the second half. A bit of a boost for the red fellas. Yeah, he's not too well, young Lashford. He's pulled off some definite tries, over. Yeah, 4 definite tries he's pulled off, mate. Anyway, restart here, driven down, right down to that man, Eddie the Eagle. Takes that ball and brings it back over his own try line, up towards the 20-metre line. Still going. Oh, and a great run. Having a good game. Ballard says, come here, and throws in the ground. Where's their runners? Coveney comes into the line. It's over run for the forwards. And a good run too by the young fullback. He must have got a dental injection last night, mate. Go like a house on fire. Big Craig Rogers says, I'll have it wide. Bust out, I want to do. Still going, the big fella. Slips the pass at the back to Eddie. And mopped up there by Eddie Butcher. Where's our 10 metres there singing out? Oh, well work, Frank. Well, they've answered the call and referee's caught Longreach within the 10. Nice drag to find touch here and finds it right on the 20-metre mark. Linesman there, right on the ball there. Jeffrey Rather. Comes up Paulie Wells here. No, he said, I'll go on my own. Johnny Power goes on his own there. And good defence there. Holman there. Dummy half there. Shrag at dummy half. Gets a runner and Scotty Cowan. He'll go straight and hard, this fella. Oh, and a good run too. Taken well low. And that man Lashford, mate. Jerry, that man Lashford's done it again. Back it comes the Billy One man and Cullen on the dummy. He's over the line. Oh, he's got it down, has he? Has he got it down? He sure has. He's got it down. He's ruled a fair try. Rule a fair try here. They'll move, rolled over the shoulder and place the ball forward. And no movement, no double movement. No, he's on his back, mate. You're allowed to roll over. So it's now, mate, 18 points to 8 with a kick to come. So a big lift for these fellas in the second half. AJ must have definitely dished a few pills in them. Couple of them jaffers, mate. And they've stung right into action here in the second half, and Stray shouldn't have any problems with this attempted goal. They'll be at 7 minutes gone in the second half. So with about his frag to move in here. Oh, he's muffed her. 18 points to 8, so I suppose you can't kick them all. You can't kick them all, mate, I suppose. And the prospect of a couple of showers, mate, are still very imminent. A bit of moisture still floating about, Jerry. A bit of moisture still in the air.
Yeah, mate, yeah. Some more coming.
Some more coming, Jerry. It's still warm enough to rain, mate, that's for sure. Yeah, we had a big wet day in Longreach yesterday. Some good falls of rain around the area, but anyway, we see the restart here. Young Davies drives it downfield. It's gone over the top of Eddie the Eagle's head. Picked up by young Hayward there. Comes up towards the 20-metre mark and taken well by the Longreach defence, and they drive into ground. Play back to Power. Power looks for a run. He's got Coveney, the fullback, in there, taking a bit of pressure at the forwards. Not a bad move here. He's still going Coveney and ridden the ground. He'll play back now. He's got a run to the blind side. Dave Perrott is down the middle. Comes the big long fella. Still going. Slips a pass to back up by Power. Oh, great work there. Good support play there. Starting to throw it about. They look good when they throw this ball about, these fellas. Out it comes to Craig Rogers. His Wesley running. Oh, Ballard read that like a book. So he's put Longreach on the attack, and Davies there. Tackle from behind. And a good tackle there by Billy Bond. So Longreach come away with it. Against the run of play there, they've come with the ball. Way it comes down to Roberts. This young Roberts had a pretty good... Oh, he's lost the ball. Hello. He lost the ball. Away goes Roberts. Still going, Dave Perry, taken from behind by Robertson and ridden the ground. How's the mud in your jumper, Dave? Played back to young Cowan. What's he will here? He's knocked it on. So I'll see a scrum go down. Well, a comedy errors there, mate. Another replacement player, young Lashford. Well, mate, Jerry, I don't like the look of that. Lashford's come from the field. Open the floodgates or what? I hope this fella can tackle, mate, that's taking his place. He'll do well to keep up with this young Lashford. It's a bit of a shame to see him leave the field, mate. Well, Billy's come over that. Yeah, that halfback, get him out there, but he's come away with a scrum win. Johnny Powers will go from the aim from dummy half. He's caught Longreach unawares here down the blind side. Powers still going. Good run. Back inside to young Paulie Ross, taking them behind. And the Longreach defence hold him up. Frankie and Co there bringing the ground. He'll get up and play it back now. Power dummy half. He's got support out here. Eddie Lever says, give it out to Craig Rogers. Out longer. Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, double knock on. And Robertson, it was, moved up very quickly there and knocked that pill out. And Rogers there come up with the error. Longreach made the error as well, knocked it on as well, so we'll have a scrum go down. Right on the 20-metre mark. Put in by Longreach, taken away around the blind side. Ballard works it through Robertson, his big centre. Up comes Bannon, who comes at him and taken behind well by Billy Bond, a good tackle. Oh, we've got a man hurt here, the little winger. Oh, he's right, mate. They got his forward set anyway. Not too good, the little fellow anyway. They come across through the winger and Ridderford it is. Driven sideways, good defence for Barkle there. So no ground gained there and driven backwards slightly. Good work from Mervyn Cullen and Billy Bond. Ballard there trying to inspire the troops here. He's got cross there, loads it up and loads it to him and taken well there by Dave Perry. They'll work the blind side again. The old fossil nod, he said, I'll have a run. No, he didn't lose it, mate. He hung on to her. The old veteran plays it back near to Ballard. Across where it comes now. The big front row says, I'll kick it downtown. That'll go up in the full, I think. Yes. Out in the full it is. Yeah. Sideline of rafter right on the spot there. Every alert. And it'll come back to just around the 20-metre mark. What do we see here? What's he going to rule here? Rule a scrum. And scrum will go down with the Barkle and feed just inside the 20-metre mark, Longreach end of the ground. So about 12 minutes. Put in by Billy Bond. Taken away by the halfback. He works the blind side. Oh, Caveney knocks it backwards.
Come on, Brent, brother.
Well, I couldn't get track. I couldn't get Traggy to pass the ball. Now he won't stop passing it. And pass it the wrong time. Away comes it. Longreach come away through Ballard. He gets it away to his winger. Gets around his man. Taken by Brennan. They want to go high. These fellas go low. Ballard there, comes back inside, looks for support, finds a runner and cross, tries to go forward, oh, lost the ball, and he's recovered. A bit of luck there. So I'll see another scrum go down, about 30 metres out, and 10 in from touch, 10 or 12 in from touch. Barkle will make a replacement there. The Quacker Eilert, the man with that mean haircut. Scotty Cowan's left the floor there, and a good game for young Scott. Still with about 13 minutes gone in the second half. Referee's not happy with that. He said, we'll have it in again. Put in by Bond. The referee said, no, we'll have it again. I didn't like that. Put in by Bond this time. Taken away by Billy Bond. Works it through Schrag. And will Schrag hang on to this time. It takes the tackle. And support number 13 for Longreach as Lawrence got up very quickly there. Perry said, I'll go from dummy half. Gains a few more metres. Straightens the attack. Here he goes. Here comes Quacker. They want about 3 yards to crank this fella up. Away goes Johnny Power down the middle. Inside the 20. Slips it past to Schrag. Goes backwards. Picked up by Eilert. Mopped up well there. Lost possession there. Lost ground, I mean. Back to young Paulie Roll. Said, I'll go the blind side. Runs across for there and picked up well by the Longreach defence. Back it comes there. Schrag's got support here. He's got power. Out to Craig Rogers. Big Craig Rogers on the verse. Tries to fire a pass out, slips it backwards to into the Eagles, still going. What's he will back to first. Slips out the back end, the lost ground here. Billy Bonds says, I'll go backward. Oh, she's lost it. Slipped over. He'll play back now. Quacker outlet dummy half. Oh, geez, that's nearly full in. Back it comes to Bannon. Bannon goes round his man. Comes out, he goes round him. And he needs to move. Oh, he scored! He scored the try! He scored the try. He definitely hasn't touched the sideline. A fair try. In the corner, young Bannon there. Haven't seen much of it. A great try it was too. Didn't know how to meet it to move, mate. Like I told you, Jerry, mate, they took that Lashford off, mate. Lashford would have mowed his legs down. I think Martin must have looked around and saw Lashford was missing and said, I'll get a score here. I'll try here. Come up with a try anyway. Great determination by the little centre.
Jeffrey was standing on the wrong side of the post. Jeffrey was saying, yeah, it's a try. Jeffrey was standing on that side of the...
Could he still be on this side?
Yeah.
So 22 points to 8 with a kick to come.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
And this is probably Shrag's hardest shot at goal here. Removes the sideline stick there, goal post.
We'll be able to
Moves in, strikes it pretty well. It's coming around. It's just, it's hit the post. Well, bad luck there. Young Shrag very unlucky there. It's hit the post. It's waved away. So 22 points to 8. It's 5 tries to 2 at the moment. Kick a couple of goals that'd make it look even better.
Jerry, you get your oil on
Now we see the restart there. Driven downfield. Taken well by Eddie the Eagle. Gets a pass away up the back. Picked up by Johnny Power. Run to the crossfield and tries to straighten it and taken well. He's had a good game. This lock for Longreach. Young Lawrence hasn't stopped trying either. Well, it comes down to young Hayward. Dinks under one. Still going a little winger. Taken well by the Longreach. Held up there about 20-30 metres out from his own line. Trag goes. Newsback goes without it. And yeah, mate, he's not playing like a 5'8", that's for sure, Jerry. Away goes to Porter Wells. Spins out tries to spin out the tackle and thrown to the ground by Holman and Kate. And Robertson it was. Dummy half there. Bannon says, what do we do here? Gets the big Craig. Says, we'll kick it across field. No, charge down. Back to Shrag. What's he going to rule here? Fifth and last, he's ruled now. Back it comes now. Johnny Power says, I'll kick it this time. Not a bad looking kick here. Drives towards touch. Wait for a little replacement player here. Little winger's playing fullback now as Ivers. Shot on the kick through. He comes across field, tries to get round Bannon. Bannon says, come here, and they take him to the ground. So Barkle to set themselves here. Where comes crossfield now, the replacement player, number 16, I think, 17, is Lawrence again. Hey, Lawrence. Crossfield they go now. Oh, a good run there by Crossfield, taken well by Paul Walsh and Billy Bond over the top. Longreach in the centre field here. What are they going to do? They got the big fella and Frankie. Down the middle comes the leaf fella, rolls over on a tee there. Gets up towards the halfway line. And Shrag holds him up. They'll work the open side. Ballard just about goes without it. No, it does well to retain that without spilling it. So they lost ground there. Longreach on fifth and last. Way comes now the big fella. Holman says, I'll take it. Bit of a kick out. And it's going to go on to touch. A shocking sort of a kick, but anyway. We'll see a scrum go down. What's it come off the Barkey player, is it? No, it doesn't. He's real wrongly there, but he's straightened it up. Barkle got it. So it'll be a scrum go down just inside Barkle territory. And the Barkle feed. With the score at 22 points to 8 with about 18 minutes gone in the second half. Taken away by the Longreach halfback. Young Davies was picks up the pill. Gets the feed there. And raked out in the tackle. There's about 3 or 4 Barkey jerseys on the ground there having a gutter. They're all offside. No mistake there. And the referee's called the 2 skippers over. He's going to have a yard on it. The boys aren't questioning the referee's parentage, mate, are they? Anyway, offside there. He's ruled a penalty to Longreach, so Davies is all fine touch. Moving, coming on. Who's on, mate? Big Kevich, the big fella. Loco made it from the railway, all the way. Way goes the little winger, says I'll have a run inside. Redford it is. Gets out of 1 or 2. Bit of a swing at arm of the ball, says I'll just warm your ears up. Oh, and he's gone without it. Markham come over the crosser, split the ball. Hey, Billy Bond has it there. Dummy half, away goes Quacker Islet down the middle. The mobile tank. He'll play it back for Billy Bond. Back to Craig Rogers. Out there, Power shows the ball, takes a tackle, held up, ducks under one, still going. God is elusive, this fella. Gets it back to Rogers. Rogers knocks it backwards. Buckle and still have it. What's he really in here? Ruled a knock on, has he? A bit sloppy at the moment. And we'll see another scrum go down midway between the quarter and the halfway, and Barkle's into the ground. And 20 minutes to go in the second half. And 22 points to 8 to score. Barkle leading the game. Oh, looked like a little knock on there, but Davies comes away with it. Taken well from behind there by Eddie the Eagle and young Shraggy, I think it was. Hope inside they go through Frankie. Frankie there powered it on, trying to get across the Barkle defence there. Wrapped up well by Quacker Islet and Kay. They worked out inside. Ballard says, give us it here, I'll go this side. Flicked a pass out the back to Big Robinson. Still going, the big long fella. He's reached out and scored, I think, mate. I think he scored a try in the corner, Big Robinson. He's big enough to bloody pull the Bismarck up, that fella. Yeah, a couple of silly mistakes. Lost the pull, mate, and the win against the feed, mate, was one of the reasons that led to that try. So 22-12 with a kick to come. And looking like a pretty good crowd here, Bird, at the moment.
That's what we need.
The Bawongle stand's pretty full there. Yes. Yeah, mate, I'd like to see that cloud shift. It'd be a good warm one. Yeah. Tipping a bit more moisture, but oh well, she can buck it down about 5:30, mate. So Blackhall and Winton Reserve Grade 14 all. We just come over the loudspeaker there. The Master of Ceremonies, Dave Thompson, just announced that.
14 all.
14 all with the half-time score in Alpha. 22-12 with a kick to come here in Barcaldine. No, I think it's Davies, mate. Does it line up the kick? So, yes, up go the flag, so the kick was successful. So 22-14 it is. And as long as they can get back with another try, they'll throw this game right open. Still firmly in Barcald's favour at the moment, but so Craig Rogers is to restart for Barcaldine and drives it down towards the sideline, picked up by the second rower, and Roberts has had a good game for Longreach, this fella. Kept trying for him, and Big Kevich has come in, drives him back. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's got to be offside, that fella. He's offside. So a bad mistake there for Ballard. And what can you do when you see that ball on the ground? The first reaction is to grab that ball. So a penalty to Barkle, right on the 20. So Big Kev says, I'll have a run. Down comes the big fella. Down the middle of throwing the ground. He's about 10 or so metres out. Power dummy half. There comes Eddie Eagle. Big Craig Rogers on the burst. The big fella. Oh, she scored! How are they going to stop the big fella? They couldn't stop him. Oh, Big Craig Rogers powered over out wide. They knocked him down like flies out wide here. No chance of stopping the big fella on the ball. So Barkle could have all racked up this game. 26 points to 14. 26-14, mate, with a kick to come. Right in the corner. So with about 16, 17 minutes to go in this second half.
I don't know why they practice it for me.
Anyway, Shrag moves in. Oh, probably his wobbliest one. Oh, he's got her! Have a look at that, mate. Well, it never looked like making it, mate. She's a wobbly old low kick, mate, but straight over the bar. But that's all we need. So 28-14 with about 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go, and they've see Dave Roberts on for who's come off, mate. He's replaced a player there. I'll be Johnny Power, I think. Yeah, it is. So long as to restart. True Davies drives it downtown now. Comes to Young. The young fella Hayward runs across field. Young Grasshopper gets up towards the 20-metre mark. Oh, he's lost the ball. Had it jolted out of the tackle.
30 minutes, 15 minutes inside, mate.
We'll see a knock on there. So long as there's a big chance here to come back at it.
We've got to get you fellas on the field, boy.
So put in by Longreach, taken away by halfback Davies out to Ballard. Ballard to his second row, running wide, the little fella. The lock forward, I should say, and Lawrence wrapped up there by Dave Perry. Back it comes now, the replacement player for Longreach. I don't know who that fellow is, mate. Another replacement player is Lawrence, is it? Or Russell. Anyway, 14 is Crosley, sorry. Longreach lost it. I think Barkholm's come up with it. Yeah, Big Kevich has come up with the pill. Dave Roberts a dummy after Shrag. Shrag across to Power. Must have been Paulie Walsh has come off, mate. Crossfield goes Dave Perry. Links out the little winger. Come in, they were saying. Come in. The little fella comes in there. Oh, he's lost the ball. Had a jolt about. And he's gone into touch. He'll play the first knock on, I'd say. So I see a scrum go down. Midway between the half and the quarter line, Barkholm's into the field. Davies to feed the scrum. Puts it in there. Taken away. Eddie the Eagle's about 3 mile offside. The lock forward there, having a bit of a spell. And penalty to Longreach, so a chance for Longreach to bunny. Put a bit of pressure back on these red fellas. And Holman there drives towards touch. Not a bad looking kick too. And takes it to within 2 metres. 2 metres to the try line. Barkholm under pressure here. They laid up a big runner here. Replacement player. Crosses his head, drives towards the try line and thrown sideways by the defence. Hooker, a dummy half there, gets it away. Little halfback and Davies. Oh, Frank's gone without her. Knocked it forward. The referee said we'll have a scrum. So right in centre field, right in front of the sticks. We'll see another scrum go down, about 10 out from the Barkholm line. Put in by Bond. Taken away by Billy Bond. Wrapped up by Davies, eh? Quacker dummy half, and away goes the big fella. Down the middle he goes, and a good run too. He gets it up towards the 20-metre mark. Power dummy half there. It was young Walsh went off before. Craig Rogers back in the big fella. Down the middle comes the big fella. Holds that pull there. Nearly lost it forward. Wrapped up by the Longreach defence there. About 10 metres inside his own territory there. He'll play it across field. It goes to Shrag. The Dave Perry out wide. He spots an 8 minute. Closes on him. Longreach equal to it. Taking the ground. Good defence there. Play it back now. Shrag at dummy half. He's got runners. He's got big Kevich on the blind side. Away goes the big fella. Up towards the halfway line. Fifth and last is the referee. What'll Barkey put on here? Back to Shrag. Shrag says, I'll put a kick across field. Not a bad looking kick either. That's a good looking kick. And young winger comes at it and wraps it up. Young Ives it is. So what'll I do with this here? Slips a pass at the big Holman. Back inside the big fella. Tries to get away from Billy Bond, but can't do so. So about 22 metres out from his own line. Good defence there, Barcaldine. Noddy Hart says, I'll take a run from dummy half and gains a few more metres. He'll play it back. Wrapped up by Billy Bond it was. Back inside to Ballard. Ballard gets the replacement player there. Number 14 in Crosley. Not going anywhere. Good defence there. The red fellas hold him up. Crossfield goes now to Ballard. Ballard goes across field. Links up. Links are on. Driven sideways. Flicks a pass at the back. The little fella. The little winger there. Replacement player. I think it's Lawrence, mate. On the far side. Crossfielder comes now. Ballard says, where am I going to go here? Runs the blind side. Throws to no one. Back to support there, back to his centre. Can't get a pass away and wrapped up. Dave Perry and Coward is wrap him up. Crossfield they come Longreach. Ballard says, I'll kick it downtown. Running back for it is Eddie the Eagle and young Caveney. Ian Caveney as it brings it back towards the 20-metre line. Tries to get round 1 or 2 and takes the tackle well. And good defence for Longreach there. They wrap him up. Good chase there. Away goes a little winger. Gains a few more metres. Barcaldine very slow getting back here. Caveney at dummy half. He'll go on his own, this fella. The fullback comes in and gets around 1 or 2. Taken from behind. Bit ice there, but the referee didn't see that. Crosley it was. Back it comes to Shrag. Shrag across now to Quacker. Ail it down the middle and meets with solid defence there and they put in the ground. Dummy half Shrag. Shrag gets it back to Rogers. Says, get us out of here. Drives it downtown. Cross comes young Ivers there. Takes it on his own 20 and brings it back. Eddie the Eagle sets himself. He doesn't get round Eddie. Oh, great take. Take him on a low boy, Eddie Bleacher. Away goes the replacement player, Crosley. Oh, ankle tap there. Put off balance by the little halfback, Billy Bond there. They got support in the middle. Down the middle goes Ballard. Back to Ballard. Ballard fires one over the top. Oh, he's knocked it on. Well, you can't take it away from Ballard. He's tried everything to spark a bit of attack in this Longreach side. But the red defence equal to the task here. We'll see another scrum go down. We had 9 minutes to go, mate, today. Well, we'll see probably one of the last couple of scrums of the game. Put in by Bond, taken sideways. Billy Bond goes in his own little halfback, spots an open and they throw him towards touch, but he takes a tackle just inside Barcaldine territory, Longreach territory. I can't pick that player up. Is it Hayward there? Replacement player. Back it comes now to Hitch, goes to no one. Straggy says, I'll get it. Dummy half is Dave Roberts says, where's their runners now? Back it comes across to Caveney. That's definitely a shepherd there. He's running around behind the his own teammate and caused the infringement. Dave Perry was guilty of that, but anyway, young Caveney should have known to keep his line. He wouldn't have had a problem. And Holman said, I'll kick for touch. And finds touch about 10 or 15 metres out from the Barcaldine line. So Longreach had a heap of possession in this late in the second half, but they haven't been able to turn into points. Crosley there, still going. Drives it up towards the try line, taken well by the Barkey defence. And Dave Robertson Cowboys. And dives for try line, then driven backwards by Johnny Power. I can't pick that Longreach player up. Might have been Frankie, was it? No, it wasn't. Back it comes across field now. Ballard throws out the back to Davies. Davies goes for the try line, can't get it down. And held up short of the line again. Ballard, the dummy half. What's he going to rule here? He's ruled a try, I think. It'd have to be a try. I think he's kicked it through and dived on it. So Longreach has scored. So 20 points to 18, 28 points to 18 with a kick to come. So Davies it is to line the shot up goal up. Who had the extras, and the score at the moment is 28 points. 28 points to 18, mate, is that right? Yep. And about 6 or 7 minutes left. So there's still enough time for Longreach to score another try. They're going to have to score twice to win the game. And he makes no mistake and raises the flag. So 28-20.
Kick successful for 28 points to 20 in favour of Mark Hall. Again, return grade 6 to the underage side playing. Number 8. Playing Longreach and Mark Hall. Well, bowler it up, Red.
So 5 minutes to go, and Barker on the restart. Craig Rogers brings it back. Drives it deep, down towards the 20, down the try line actually. Picked up by Holman. Jogs it up towards the 22-metre mark, and Dave Roberts comes at him and drives him to touch. It drives him to ground, I should say, with the help of Hayward. Ballard a dummy half, trying to inspire some troops here. You got Crosley, runs it up towards Hitch, and Hitch comes at him and drives him to ground. Held up by Billy Bond and Kate. Crossfield they go. Looks for the little runner and Frankie. They goes the little fella still going on, taken from behind. Dave Perry was it wrapped him up. Away comes to Ballard. Ballard looks for someone out wide. He gets the old Noddy, the old fossils. He can't inspire nothing out here. Gets a pass at the back to the little winger. Runs it back infield. Oh, slips over. Been unlucky there too, little winger. Rutherford it was. Right on the cricket pitch. Back it comes now to Ballard. Ballard says, Noddy, here it is, have it out wide. Back it comes to the little fella. Oh, Davies has lost it. And it'll go into touch. Well, that can only be the ball game for Longreach. We'll see a scrum go down about 40 metres out from the Longreach line, about 10 even touch it. With a bar call and feed here. 28 points to 20. Put in by Bond. Taken away by Billy Bond, who works the blind side. He's running the referee. Robbie says, don't worry about it, play on. Back taken by Hitch there from dummy half. All they got to do is use this time up, use these 5 tackles up. Nothing silly here. Right comes to Eddie the Eagle, says, I'll go down the middle. Still going. And takes a tackle. Hayward, a dummy half, gets it to Shrag. Shrag runs across field. Cuts back inside and taken well by Frankie. Roberts, easily one of their best players. Back it comes Eddie the Eagle, away he goes the open side. Cuts back underneath the tackle and held up by Ballard. He'll play back, it's 5th and last. Back it comes to Shrag. Shrag a little kick over the top. Taken well by the replacement player for Longreach. And runs it back inside. Wrapped up about 10 metres up by Dave Perry and Kate. Longreach hit the last string of the dice here. Ballard says, what am I going to do? I'll go on my own. And gains a few more metres. Frankie says, I want it on the blind side. What's he going to rule here? No, he's ruled that they weren't staying and scoring the marker. So they're guilty of that, all right. And the referee made no hesitation. And awarded a penalty to Longreach, and Davies said, I'll find touch. And he finds touch midway between the 20-metre mark and the halfway line. The restart here by the replacement player, number 19. We haven't got him listed. I think it's P. Lawrence. And he's driven backwards there. Good defence by Hitch and Billy Bond it is. Away comes to Crosley. Across field he goes and ankle tapped in the cricket pitch area. What a turned up mess that is. Back it comes out to Davies. Back down the middle goes a little halfback. And taken well underneath. Dave Roberts, I think it was. Yeah, it was. And Hayward it was who helped him out. Back it comes to Ballard. Says, give us a go here. I'll have a little kick over the top. Runs it in behind the defence there. Going backwards is Young. Have Longreach come up with it, have they? I think they have. What's the referee going to rule here? Hang on. The referee's pulled him out here. Yeah, only about a minute or so left and the referee's called him out. And he's ruled time out at the moment. Bad mistake that reacted to the tackle, and we'll see Longreach award the penalty. Quick tap there taken by Ballard. Ballard go on his own. He's lost the ball. Young Hayward come up with it. The left side in the wound. He's called him out this time. Who's he called out this time? Oh, he's giving 10 in the bin. Oh, it worked for Davies anyway. He awarded the penalty to Longreach anyway. Longreach through Crosley. And he didn't want it. He had a bit of a look. Bit of the old bow peep there. And Rogers takes it. A good run there by Craig Rogers. Back to Hitch. Oh, another penalty here. The referee's not happy with it. Longreach was resent the tackle. Away goes Shrag on his own. They're all offside again. Put him back 10. There goes the hooter. And Billy Bond says, I'll go on the own. He's still going. Billy Bond's still going. Oh, taken well from the own. And that's the end of the game. So we'll see the Reserve Raiders go through to the grand final. The San Goannas have made it through. And 28 points to 20, I think it finished up. Right on full time there. 28-20. And not a bad game, very entertaining game. I think it worked out that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tries to 1, 2, 3, 4. And bit of an altercation late in the game, but nothing to write home about. Both players concerned, probably wouldn't bruise a grape. And maybe that set the trend, mate, for the later part of the day. Yeah, mate, we'll take him back to the studio. That's the conclusion of the reserve grade.